Today, SeaWorld is
Many years ago, one man believed that indeed two worlds could come together. This singular idea, echoing through these many years, has allowed us to build a unique relationship with this magnificent creature. A wondrous connection, reminding us that all things are possible.
But we know this, children saw this, waiting for a SeaWorld water show, waiting to see the majesty of the world's largest whale in captivity, a 13,000-pound killer whale. Instead, they got a first-hand look at the violent and deadly world of nature in its rawest form.
It's one of the world's most popular amusement parks, with 6 million visitors annually. It was in front of hundreds of horrified spectators in the Shamu Stadium that 40-year-old Dawn Brancheau died. She was one of the park's most experienced trainers.
I must emphasize this is an extraordinarily difficult time for the SeaWorld parks and our team members. Nothing is more important than the safety of our employees, guests, and in the animals entrusted to our care. We have never in the history of our parks experienced an incident like this, and all of our standard operating procedures will come under review as part of this investigation.
With no apparent warning, the killer whale grabs his feet and pulls him underwater for close to a minute. Then it brings him to the surface where the trainer pets the whale, tries to calm it, only to be yanked down again.
Orcas have brains over 2.5 times the size you would expect for their body size. These brains are not only oversized, but they exhibit features that make it absolutely clear that these are highly cognitively and emotionally complex beings. The stresses of captivity on these large, complex beings are evidenced in their poor health, their shorter lives, and abnormal behavior in captivity.
This is one of the last pictures ever taken of Quito and his trainer Alexis Martinez.
And it was a SeaWorld whale that killed him, and it was a SeaWorld trainer who was running the practice session, and it was SeaWorld safety protocol in use.
And yesterday afternoon, with a horrified audience watching, the whale grabbed a veteran trainer by the ponytail and thrashed her around the pool before dragging her under. She is the third person Tilikum the whale has killed.
He's blamed for the 1991 drowning of a trainer at Canada's Sealand.
Orange County's sheriff deputies have identified the 27-year-old man found dead in a killer whale's tank at SeaWorld. The victim is Daniel P. Dukes.
Tilikum ripped his shorts open, opened his scrotum, and left one of his testicles on the bottom of the pool floor. And yet, he was still at SeaWorld, and then, of course, Dawn Brancheau died, a far more brutal death.
The New Hampshire family have been videotaping the whole thing right up to the last moment. These are the last few seconds her husband recorded before the attack.
Then I saw her hair in his mouth, and he rolled, and she went over the top of him and went right underneath.
Today, OSHA blasted SeaWorld for willfully putting its trainers at risk and fined the park $75,000, the maximum fine for the violation.
I want to make sure that it is investigated and that the safety of the team members who remain is not jeopardized. I think that if they're put into that close proximity, it could easily happen again.
SeaWorld disputes that, saying that its training is top-notch and that its trainers are as safe as they can be.
Swimming with 8,000-pound killer whales, as a human being, our bodies are not designed to do that. But then you would also have injuries related to aggression.
I'm not going to disagree with the fact that close contact with the whales is probably better for them when they're in captivity, but basically what it comes down to is to maximize animal welfare, you have to compromise trainer safety. To maximize trainer safety, you have to compromise animal welfare.